Hello, this is Jeremiah Bodner, and I'm giving you a quick tutorial here on how to go into Blackboard and use the Blackboard resources to access Applea's Mindtap and to do your homework within Mindtap. For the most part, it's pretty straightforward, but there is some functionality within Blackboard and Mindtap which can be a little bit unintuitive. So I'm going to walk you through some of those aspects now. Some of you have figured everything out already, and that's great. For those of you who haven't, these tips might be useful for you. So the first thing you'll see when you go into Blackboard for our course is an introduction. All the material you need will be accessed on the course materials link. When you link that, you'll see access to the textbook. You can click this, and there's also a short information page that will tell you how to access the textbook. Once you've used this link to access the textbook, you'll be able to use it pretty much any time and access the textbook from basically anywhere within your course. Right now, my concern is with the homework. So let's take a look here at what happens when I click on a homework assignment. Let's go with chapter 1.4 because I haven't done that yet. Now, when I open that, you'll see there's a tutorial, 2 tutorials in fact. These are not required, but they are useful stuff. I definitely recommend that you do the tutorials. That will also help you for the assignment which comes later. So let's say I click on the assignment, and the first thing that happens is you saw Firefox really quickly said, I'm not going to allow a pop-up. Here's how within Firefox you can fix that. So one option I have is just to try and click up here fast enough to permit it. That can be pretty frustrating, but if I go into this toolbar here and I click on, at least for this version of Firefox, Firefox is the recommended browser options, and then I click over here on a little icon that represents content. You'll see I have a choice to disable pop-ups. After you're done, you might want to go back and re-enable your pop-up blocker if you have trouble with pop-ups from other sites. There's also an option to just do exceptions, and that will allow you to enable pop-ups just for Blackboard or just for Mindtap, but not for other sites. So that can be a useful way to do it as well. So I've enabled or disabled my pop-up blocker. Now let's see if I can get in, and indeed Mindtap is starting to load here. As long as you see something happening and your pop-up wasn't blocked, that's a pretty good sign that you'll probably get in. It does take a little bit of time for it to actually open. You can see here I actually have Firefox now trying to disable the use of Flash because our computers here at school aren't updated, so I'm going to have to choose to allow. For most of you that probably won't be an issue, but if it comes up, now you'll know how to do it. Just as a reminder, if I wanted to access the textbook, that information is right here. And then here are the questions for the assignment. So I'll click on this assignment. This assignment is about truth and validity. And there's a series of questions. The individual questions aren't that interesting to me. I'm just going to fill in whatever. Is it possible to have a sound argument that's also valid? Yes, that's possible. Now you can see that when I finish the assignment, I have 2 choices down here. One choice is save and continue. If I click save and continue, it'll take me to the next part of the assignment, and in this case the assignment only has 1 section, so it'll take me here to out of the assignment to exactly the place where I entered the assignment. And you'll see this little set of dots here. That little set of dots is an indication that I have an attempt still in progress. And if you scroll down far enough, you'll see that there's an indicator for what that icon means. So I have a choice now, and I can say I'm done, grade the assignment. Now you need to understand the difference between from out here saying I'm done, grade the assignment, and from within the assignment saying grade and save. So before I exited from within the assignment, I chose save and continue. So all the choices I had indicated are still preserved here, but nothing's been turned in. If within this assignment, instead of choosing save and continue, I choose grade it now, all of these questions are going to be graded, and you can see, guessing randomly for all but the last question, almost all of them are wrong. The nice thing about choosing grade it now and then going back is that I can get an explanation. This explanation explains what I got wrong, so I can go back to the questions I missed and improve myself. The good thing about choosing grade now from within this section of the assignment is that if I don't like the grade that I got, but I learned from my mistake, I can click try another version. If I hadn't clicked grade now, and instead I had just clicked continue, and then I had clicked I'm done, this means I'm done with everything, grade it now. This would have actually sent the information from Mindtap, which is the Cengage app, into Blackboard, so my grade would be set permanently. Because instead I just clicked grade it now from within this section of the assignment, I can actually go back and try another version. A new set of questions will come up. I can retake the assignment, and let's try to at least get 2 right this time. So grade it now, and looks like we did better, got another third one randomly right. And then when I click up here at the top to go back to assignment, that's going to pull me out, and you'll see that I have 2 attempts registered. The first I got 4 points out of 20. The second one I got 12 points out of 20. So altogether I got 8 out of 20. If I thought, you know, that's great, but I think I can get 20 out of 20 next time, I could go back in, and there's one more time I could retake this assignment, trying another version. If I'm happy with that, going back to assignment here, then I can click I'm done, grade the assignment now, and it's going to warn me, are you sure you want to grade this assignment now? You're about to submit this assignment for grading. That means all the way to Blackboard, to your gradebook. You will not be able to change your answers after you submit it for grading. Also means I won't be able to retake it. So I'll say yes, grade the assignment. The assignment's graded. Mindtap is talking to Blackboard, and when I go into my Blackboard gradebook, you'll be able to see the grade there, and it should be that if I go back and try to retake it, that option will no longer be available. Yep, try another version is no longer available at this point. So hopefully that gives you a sense of how to navigate the Mindtap links here. Let's go back to assignment 1.1, because that has multiple sort of sub-assignments, or multiple questions it calls them, from within the assignment. So going back to course materials, assignment 1.1, and you'll see that when I click on this homework assignment, Appilia is loading. And I'm brought to this page. So you notice that this page, there are several questions, or really it's sets of questions within the assignment. Here I have one that I saved and didn't submit. Here I have 2 where I said grade it now from within the assignment, and I haven't yet said I'm done, grade the assignments, so it shouldn't yet be registered in Blackboard. But within this, here's one I haven't saved yet. So you don't want to click I'm done. You want to go back into the actual assignment and say, okay, grade it now. I got 10 out of 17. Answered the first few and then kind of stopped. So I got 10 out of 17. Because I clicked grade it now, I could also try another version. Or if I'm happy with my 10 out of 17, I can go back to assignment. And you can see my 10 out of 17 is registered. Let's see what happens if I click grade it now. I wonder if that saved material will itself be graded. I suspect it will. So let's see. I'm done. Grade the assignment. Are you sure? Yes, grade it all. And indeed, the assignment I had just started, even though it wasn't complete because I said grade it now, all the sections of this assignment are graded, it's recorded, and I won't be able to go through at this point and change things because I've told them I'm done with this assignment, all sections of it, send it to Blackboard so I get my grade. Make sure that you do ultimately click that link because that's how your information gets to Blackboard and that's how I will know you actually completed the assignment. But don't do it before you're done with all of your takes. So hopefully this tutorial is helpful for you as you make your way through the Mindtap exercises as they exist for the Hurley Logic Textbook for Philosophy 6, Introduction to Logic.